If tracking changes to your management packs or managing versions is important to you, the best way to do that is to use MP Studio. In fact, for auditing purposes, MP Studio is the only way to track changes. To begin with, let's make a few edits to this override management pack on my C drive. I can do that individually, choosing Manage Overrides. I can then create or modify existing properties. So we'll make a couple of changes there. I can also make changes in bulk. So for example, I can select the unsealed management pack itself. Here are the overrides that we're working with. We can do a bulk delete. We can also edit individual overrides in that unsealed management pack. Next, we'll check that management pack into the store database. So the store database is the heart of the version control and auditing capabilities. When we check this in, we'll actually compare it to the previous copy sitting in the store database. We increment the version number automatically. We're previewing the number of additions, deletions, and changes that we've made. And then down below, we can see a preview of that audit history. Scrolling down, we can see all the changes we've made, including the time of the change and who made the change, as well as previous and new values. I can add some additional information here, who requested a change or a work order number, that type of thing can be added. We'll save that into the store database. So here we have several edits. I'm doing a health check for this particular management pack and customizing my overrides. Now, if I want to see the audit history, I can simply right-click on the management pack and choose to view it. Note you can also schedule this audit history report at an individual management pack level or even at the root of the store. This allows me to publish this audit history report on a scheduled basis, or I can set up email subscription to all the stakeholders, including my manager. Let's take a look at that audit history report. Group by, changed by, so if you have multiple admins making changes, it would be easy to find individual changes. Say perhaps a consultant was in and you want to audit the changes that they made. So here's my audit history. I can even see the previous and new values in here. Perhaps you've added some comments. If I want to document that, I simply use that Export to Excel toolbar button, and it will document this entire audit history with the same grouping that we have here. So there's my audit history. You'll notice I have here a line of business management pack I've been working on using MP Author. In MP Author, I can also make changes, adding new rules, monitors, discoveries, targets, but I can also edit existing ones. I can delete a monitor, and then in the Properties View section on the right, I can go in there and modify anything that's bold over there. So we've just made some changes. We can now come back in and save this back into the store database in order to maintain my versions, be able to build the audit history for that management pack I'm authoring as well. So there's a new copy we just added, and I can come in, I can schedule this audit history so that it's delivered to the stakeholders. We can view the changes that have been made recently in there. I can also export this to Excel. MP Studio also supports the ability to back up your management groups. You can even schedule that backup. What this will do is it will copy any unsealed management packs that have changed into the management group folder in the store database. And guess what? You can also schedule the audit history report for that particular management group or any management group. This will allow you to very easily stay up on top of any changes that have occurred with any of your override management